Go here,
Okay.
jump. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Sideline to Baseline with MB and
And
K. Man, we appreciate y'all ballers for coming in, checking in with us. Pull up, stop through, holla at us, man. You know us. You know it's prime time, it's our time, man. It's Sideline to Baseline time, man. And we are super excited that you guys are here to share, talk with us about sport, man. You just don't know how awesome it is that MB and I get to reconnect, get together, man, share our thoughts and our heart, Lord God, and then guess what? Get on here with y'all and holla at y'all about sport, man. It's just so awesome. We were actually just talking about our kids. MB said some brilliant stuff. We were in a meeting yesterday, and his son pulled up on him, man, and said, was talking to him, and MB just to hear that fatherly advice, man, and just that awesome wisdom. He was sharing with his son something, man, and I let him share that if he wanted to. And I was like, man, I sure appreciate that too. And he, obviously was completely talking to his son, but shoot, I needed that and I needed that for my daughter. And then just right before we came on air, it'll be as I was talking to him, sharing with my daughter and about tennis practice and what had been going on. And then he was like, well, how do you feel about that? Do you think you should? So we have this time, man. Listen, we have, when we meeting about this show and then coming on to share with you guys, man, we have so much time to interact and bounce ideas and situations off of each other because guess what, man? We ain't perfect at this thing called life. And it's so awesome when iron can sharpen iron and you can get ideas and man, this man of God, how he's handling his family and running his family, and you can learn from that. And then, sometimes, guess what? He can learn some of the things or bounce ideas off of me. So it's just awesome having this relationship and being a part, man. We just, obviously love you guys because guess what? Y'all keep us honest and we got to bounce stuff off y'all too.
no doubt. Well said. And what he was talking about, making reference to, we was talking about, do you force a kid to do something that say sports wise, as far as your kids sign up for something, do you force them or do you just wait till they come to you, right?
Right.
And that's the thing that I struggle with because I remember we was interviewing Carson Palmer, and he was like, man, he said he kept bugging his dad and his parents, and he's like, let me play. And that's ideally, that's what you want, right? You want them to want it. When you look at teams that are championship teams, like the one common denominator from my vantage points and my experience is when the players, they take ownership of the team, the Ed Reeds and those guys, that the Ray Lewis, the guys that have been around, and it becomes a team, the players take ownership of the team, and and you hear what you saying through them, and they want it. Like what they say, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink.
Can't make them drink, baby.
But as a parent, though, when you have a kid that's talented, do you make them take the medicine? Because my kids, man, if it's up to them, they'll stay in the house all day. They'll eat, they'll snack all day. I told them, like, during this whole coronavirus, my wife's like saying, hey, look, use your school stomach, right? And what I mean, you don't go to fridge at school and be trying to eat all the time, right? Yeah. Right. So they'll sit there and play video games and surf the YouTube and all that stuff, and they won't do nothing. And I remember I'm showing them the Carson Palmer video, Klew, and it was like, yeah, his dad didn't force him to do nothing. I said, what's the point? He was begging his dad to do it. I said, I got to beg y'all to do it, And they was like, huh? So it's that catch-22. Do you force them, right? Or do you let them, all right, man, I ain't going to say nothing to him. But to me, they're not mature enough to make that decision on their own. And I get this quick story. My younger brother, he was staying with me because our parents was getting divorced. And I was like, I had that same mindset, and this is what woke me up to it. I was like, man, I'm not gonna force him, man. If he wanted, he wanted. Hey, bro, I'm here for you. Lay it out for him. But he never jumped on it, and I felt so. Later on, I regretted that because I said, man, he had so much ability. I should have made him take his medicine. And so, as a parent, I'm in that mindset. You know, I'm gonna make him take the medicine. That's what we are. As far as me and my household, we're gonna make him do something. If we serve the Lord, we're gonna make him do something. We're gonna force him to do it, man. So, until they're at an age where they can make the decisions on their own, we're gonna force them to do what we think is right. We're gonna make them take their medicine, man. What's up, JC?
What's up?
Listen, this right here, man, is one of Troy State's finest, Alabama's own. Listen,
yeah.
It was two of these fast guys on our team playing with us, and somehow I don't know who put the name on them, but somebody called them Slab Rider. You know what I'm saying? And all I understood that would mean, and when he get it, he gone.
Ride out. I'm gone. I'm ride out.
Cancel Christmas. He's out of there. So it was him, JC, and Ron Dixon, man, and we always wanted to put some money on the line for him to see who could really get it, man. They never did take it up. They never did take it up. And I guarantee you, both of them ain't gonna say they would have lost. And listen, and then he was Christian with this name we gonna give him tonight, though. By 8-8. I ain't hear you. 8 Gutter.
Jay Gutter.
The baseline. Welcome, Jay Gutter, man.
Jay Gutter. What's up, Jay Gutter?
How y'all doing, man? Good to see y'all.
Likewise, man. Thanks for coming on, man. Hey, Klew, what we should have did, go old school. Hey, man, go light pole to light pole, man. Go in the street, go light pole to light pole.
Hey, all that practice field we had, we ain't need to worry about those things.
We had enough room, huh?
And I never really, you know, it was always when the talk always came up, we was always like traveling or something. You know what I'm saying? JC, it would never be like when it could be going and getting down. We done practice, we in the cafeteria or something. You know, it'd be a train to go to bed or something. And then they holler about who the fastest.
Hey, you know, Coach Herm, he actually gonna put $10,000 down for me and Santana to race when I was with the Jets.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Tanner said, nah, he'll get me in the 40, but I'll blow him up in 100.
See, I don't believe that. I would have actually went the other way around.
Yeah, you know, Santana was a track guy. I didn't know run track.
I know, but I still would have put it on you because JC stride length, man, long.
He opened up.
Yeah, so I don't think Santana. I guess what Santana was banking on, he didn't know what he was doing.
Right.
Yeah, that's what he was banking.
Santana had that track for him, baby.
I know. Santana told me though. Hey, look, that I remember that year I went from the Giants to the Jets. We went to Miami, University of Miami. He took me down there, man. Had me in the sand pits, running routes, everything, bro. I came back, Coach Hearn, and said, "Who is this new player we got?"
Hey, listen, so MB, do you remember this story? He done said Herm twice. Listen, when guys play for Herman Edwards, man, like this how they talk about him. And I remember MB, so you had, you left MB. Okay. And so it was Coughlin first year, and then we scrimmaged the Jets.
Oh yeah.
In Albany. And Herm right there high-fiving his guys, telling us good job. You know me, be short the honey, tiptoed over there to Herm and say, Can you take us with you? Hey. Take us with you. This dude is out of his mind over here.
He was a player coach, bro. He took care of the players though. Like, it was so great playing for him, man. Like he just, cause he been there. He done played in the league, so he know how you feel, how your body supposed to feel, and he was just always cool with us, man. I hated that it went short for him, but he doing good now. He in Arizona State, so he doing pretty good for himself.
And Klew, I always say, man, being a coach, man, it's just a lot of different styles, man. It's like chicken, man. Some people like their chicken fried. Some people like it grilled. Some people like barbecue. You see different styles that have won, but I prefer that style that like Coach Herm style. That style of coaching, man, where you have the players and they empower and they try to take care of the players. Because I remember, one advice that I think it was Ken Norton. He gave me when I took the job at Seattle, replaced him. He went to Oakland Raiders. He said, man, don't forget you played.
Wow.
Don't forget you played. You know what I'm saying? Like so many times you can read that coaching manual, trying to be there and you forget you played, but you walked in their shoes, man. And that's an advantage for former players, man, to walk in the shoes because you can have that empathy and that sympathy. And a lot of guys, and you're not just doing chalk talk. You could put real life experience with it, and those experience like what JC was saying, how Coach Earn is done, and obviously he was with Dungy Wells. So the whole philosophy, that they have, that Tony Dungy type Chuck No philosophy of taking care of the players, man, is so important.
I'm gonna sum it up with both of y'all by saying ain't nothing like loving and wanting to go to work.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. I agree.
Look, so major headline news, of course, some basketball being played, think about we playing basketball. Early flow, baby. And Game 7 happened last night, man. Denver and Utah, the battle of Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell, man. And when you see this game, man, it was unbelievable. I agree with MB. He talked about it in our show notes. Instant classic is actually what it was. And you had the Nuggets pull that thing out. So I'm going to let you go in, MB, then you, JC, but I'm going to throw out there right now, MB, how your record looking, man? Because I'm perfect with all my picks.
I'm looking good. I'm looking good.
You lost that one because you was a Utah guy.
Who?
I did.
JC,
they'll flip on you, boy.
Hey, man, you know what? You're right. But, man, it's one of those things where I didn't want it to stop, man. I hate that somebody had to lose.
Right.
That was that series, like I told you that was going to be a great series, man.
You called 7 games. You did.
And Denver Nuggets, man, I mean, they spotted them like they was down 3-1. They won the first one, but they was down 3-1. Even their coach was calling them out like, man, where's our mental toughness, man?
Right.
And I mean, man, this game, they grew up big. And I mean, you mentioned about Murray and Mitchell, man, instant classic, rising superstars in the NBA, man. They just showcased their ability. Both of those guys in the playoff were top 5. But at first time, I think in NBA history, you had 2 guys to score 50 points each, I mean, to talk about that. But this game 7 was a throwback game, man. It was old school throwback defense, man. They were playing defense, and it was throwback to the sense of like the centers was the dominant players,
Yeah.
And man, the center for Denver, man, he carried the team to victory, man. Hit some clutch shots.
Joker,
at the end,
baby.
He made it happen. And Rudy, I mean, he was trying to look like Bill Russell, man. I didn't know he had that type of offense.
He don't.
Second half, man.
He
was making some plays and scoring some points, and he was getting it done. So, man, just to look at that game, and like I said, man, I hate that somebody had to lose in Denver, man. They showed up and showed out, man. So I take my hats off to them, man. They got it done.
JC, what's your thoughts on it?
Man, I'm already in the hole anyway. I'm going to tell you that.
How many series you done lost already?
That don't look good.
Yeah, he was talking about Portland, K-Lou. He was talking about Portland. That's what you got to play for.
Yeah, let's go ahead. MB brought it up. I wasn't even going to bring it up.
I know it.
Yeah. But since MB went there, talk to us about Dame Dollar and them Trailblazers, man.
Hey, Melo and they done trail back home, brother. That first game, I was like, woo, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
I jumped on the wagon too fast, bro.
So why so much hate for the Lakers, man? Just talk to me.
No, I don't have no hate for the. I love the Lakers, man. It's just
Okay.
everybody a Laker fan though. You know, I gotta be. You gotta
No,
Hey, sound like hate to me, Klew.
I always been a Lakers
I
fan.
love the Lakers. But
I'm a LeBron fan. I'm a LeBron fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a LeBron fan.
Well, why you thought they even had a chance since you a LeBron fan?
I just wanted to go a little longer. Be like MB say, man. The basketball, just seeing sports being played right now, brother.
Right.
I just want to see it go. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Couple more games, but you know it can't be that way. So somebody got to go home.
Yeah. You picked the wrong series. You should have been hollering, supporting Dallas, because if they wasn't injured like that, they might be playing a game 7 and may would have pulled it off on them Clippers. Speaking of tight series, man, in game 7s, guess what? Houston and OKC.
Yeah.
They had game 7.
Yeah.
JC, what you think about?
Huh? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
JC, what you think about game 7, man?
Man, look. If Westbrook don't get together, bro, something wrong.
Uh-oh. You done set it up for Mike. Go ahead, Mike. Talk to him.
Hey, you know how I feel. You know how I feel about Westbrook. And I thought when he came back, I thought it was a wrap. I mean, I thought, man, kiss the baby, bye Felicia is over. Even when he came back, you saw the difference. He didn't have a good game, but it created opportunities for everybody else just because of his presence. Yeah. Now you got to deal with
That's what it did. That's what it did. It created other opportunities in an L.
But I'm going to tell you, man, hey, he's a problem. And I'm talking about Chris Paul. And their wins, he's averaging 26.7 in their wins, but you see in their losses, he's 16.7. I mean, 10-point difference.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and he's a problem. I mean, and Chris Paul, man, I mean, man, he's doing more than filming some insurance commercials, man. He's getting it done. But Westbrook, man, like, I'm a little concerned because maybe he's still about this. Hear me out.
Westbrook. You can't
Hear me out. I'm concerned that maybe he's not fully healthy, right? Because right now, Westbrook, Klew, he's like, I think he's number 3 scoring points in the paint. And right now, he's selling for too many jump shots. And that's not who he is. He's not a shooter. He's a scorer. And in order for them to have the type of success to close this series, he's got to go back to the old Westbrook and score in the paint, man. When he goes to the paint, it creates other opportunities for James Harden and stuff like that. And then Harden, man, he got to show up. He's got to show up, man. And he deferred too much that last game. I mean, you look at in the closing minutes, he got to shoot the ball. That's when he's got to be selfish. Westbrook had the ball more so than him. In the closing minute, he's a scorer. He got in the closing. He's got to finish, baby. But I'm still going for Houston. Ain't nothing changed. The Rockets gonna win. They're gonna find a way to get it done tonight, baby.
Okay.
JC. So I'm sure you tripping out. Like, why is Klew acting like that?
Yeah, I want to hear this, dude. I want to hear it.
Because MB and I had an argument. On Sunday. On that show about Westbrook and Dame Dillard. Dame Dollar. Who's the best? Obviously, you know who I went with, because the only reason why I told you Portland will win 2 games is because of Dame Dollar.
What?
He's that good. Okay.
Yeah.
MB told me Westbrook was better than him.
No doubt.
Now here go my question. Now here go my question. If Dame Dollar teamed up with Houston right now with James Harden, are they in a game 7 against OKC?
No.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hold on. Hey, JC, let me tell you, Westbrook is listen. Hey, JC, if a healthy Westbrook
Dame Dollar
to James Harden, is there a series?
No, it ain't.
Hey, listen. The tell
he out there. Hey, look, JC.
He's not healthy.
How many games you probably should have sat out that you played?
Come on,
a million.
man.
Hey, and did you? Hey,
It'll be the same way. He played.
I'm ignoring him right now because he getting them passes. So,
Okay,
JC, watch this. Watch this. So, and what did your wide receiver coach say when you ain't make a play on a ball that he felt like you could have made at a full speed, JC? Did he say, "Oh yeah, I know your hamstring was a little sore on it"?
Y'all know.
Hey, JC, but the proof is in the pudding, right? The tail of the tape, right?
Yeah.
Look at the records, right? Who's the better scorer? Who scores the more point? Who's got a better point for average? Westbrook. Who's got the more assists? Westbrook. Who's got the more rebound? Westbrook. Right?
Yeah.
It's across the board. Only thing Dame outdo Westbrook in is 3-point shooting.
And win.
Tail of the tape, right? Westbrook.
Hey, watch this. And
Westbrook is better than Dame.
JC, and putting the team on his back with nobody playing with you. MB say he Dame Dollar over there with All Stars, man.
I'm All-Star, but
yeah, he over there with All Stars, man.
Listen,
Dame Dollar, listen, the same dude MB bragging on,
yeah,
him and another superstar, he walked off 3-point game on Westbrook and Paul George. Paul George sold out on him, and you saw he straightened him up.
Yeah.
He said, "Look, you know me, you know what I do." And then Patrick Beverly had something to say. What he said to him: "Listen, I was a rookie and gave you the business."
Yeah, listen,
I all of that dude.
Hey, Dame is a player, but when you look at the stats, his stats don't compare to Westbrook. Westbrook
don't care about the stats.
Westbrook is better than Dame.
Wins.
Westbrook. They ain't winning nothing in Portland. They get in a semi-final and they out.
JC, they playing in the West and they get to the second round last year, and then they got put out by the number one team.
Hey,
I know.
He need to go to LA and win a ring. He can't do it by himself.
When Westbrook was by himself, he didn't go to the playoffs.
When Westbrook was by himself, he was MVP. Hey, when Westbrook by himself, he was MVP.
And didn't get to the playoffs.
Hey, he averaged a triple-double second time.
Didn't get to the playoffs. Dang, my God.
He's changing the game, baby.
Moving on. Hey, moving on.
Moving on.
We need Don King, baby.
Hey, Boston and Toronto, the Heat and the Bucks, man. So we'll start out Boston and Toronto, man. I think this is going to 7 games. And now, Toronto down 0-2. Watch this. I'm still going with them.
What, for some
Toronto?
Huh? Toronto down 0-2. Toronto's down 0-2, and they're going to win in 7.
And what? Hey, Klew, listen. Where your wife at? We need to have her check your temperature.
I know. Make sure.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Klew. Hey, we need. Hey, give me your wife. We need to have her check your temperature right now. I think you get exposed. We need to put our mask on. You talking foolishness, boy.
Hey, look, this coming from a guy in JC who said he done throwed his picks out the window.
Hey, hold on, man. Hey, put your hand up here, bro.
Hey, go ahead.
Hold on, man.
Hey, I'm dead. Yeah. But it's only one of us that's been perfect. It's only one of us on here that's been perfect in picks.
Oh man, no way.
It's only one of us. Who else? What team I didn't pick?
Who you went with? OKC? Did you win OKC or Houston?
Yep.
Which one? Which one? Oh, they going. You ain't been perfect tonight. They about to take that L.
Again, just remember, I went OKC.
Bro, listen. Hey, JC, that's a classic. But look, no, man. Hey, listen. Trust me, I was pulling for Toronto too, because heading into the playoff, you and I talked about it. I was like, man, they're playing great team ball. The coach, we called it out. The coach ended up winning Coach of the Year. Yep. All right, excellent job. But right now, playoffs, it's a whole different level And the second round, hey, that Boston Celtics ain't playing around. And I was like, man, what's the problem? Like, what's the problem with Toronto and Boston? I mean, the problem's been, hey,
Tatum by Boston.
Huh?
3-point shooting has been lights out.
Well, 3-point shooting by you talking about Boston been light out?
Yes, yes, that's the difference. Right?
I mean, last night he went on fire, and then Walker, Kemba Walker, with the old Kemba Walker from the Hornets.
And he gave it back.
He did what they expected Kyrie Irving to do. He was doing it, you know. And then Tatum. Like Tatum come out party. Like we told this year, man, Tatum been on fire. He's getting better and better. So the problem is with Toronto, man, it's missing the action. They're superstars. The guys, they're down 0-2. They was down 0-2 last year, but they had Kawhi Leonard to turn it up. They got to get some better play out of their superstars, man. They on the back of them.
Guess what? Unlike Westbrook, they ain't got none. That's why I love them. Because anybody can give you buckets on that team. I still like them. They down 0-2. They gonna figure it out and make it run.
It's over because the reason being, right? Hey, not Boston is just a duplicate of who they are. They play great team ball. Boston playing great defense, right? But they got some athletes, man. They're on fire and they're doing. It's over. Kiss the baby. It's over.
I could
but they ain't coming back on Boston.
Remember,
Boston got too much heart. Kemba Walker, you think, man, I joke. He did a victory lap round of thing. He was so excited that he got free from the Charlotte Hornets. He ain't letting them come back. Kiss the baby. Good night.
Just remember this. I could have easily went with what y'all have determined the champs, because I don't know if you would have picked this if I had forced you to pick it, but I'm going with who I was going with in the beginning, and I'm gonna stay with that. JC, how about the Heat and the Bucks? Heat and the Bucks.
Hey, I like the Heat, man.
The Bucks down 0-1.
I like the Heat. I like the Heat. I mean, I like them, but they all compare, like the comparison of them. They both equal out to me. I like
you saying you use a Heat guy against the number one team in basketball.
Hey, listen, they double team the
number
freak,
one
bro.
team.
They double team the freak, bro. Stop the freak.
Okay, MB, what about you?
Hey, listen, I'm going hometown team. Get hot Heat, baby. Hey, I love it with the head coach Eric, what he's been able to do, man. They playing great team ball again. And Klew, like just the fact, because last series I thought Indiana the Pacers was gonna give them a run for the money. But I mean, they showed too much dog, man. And I'm telling you, they got the dragon, they got all hands on deck, they got Jimmy Butler finding his outside shot. And then what they did, like I told you about Westbrook, you know, he's the third leading scorer in the paint, right? When you talk about defense, right, you got to be strong in the middle, on whether regardless football or basketball or even baseball. Man, they're forcing their blueprint. They're forcing the ball out of the Greek hand. You're not doing nothing in the middle. They forcing their Greek teammates to beat them, right? And Middleton and Lopez, they step up, but you can't do it unless Freak get involved, you know? And it's excellent game plan, excellent coach. I'm going with the hometown team, the Miami Heat. I'm going with them. What, he done walked off on?
He don't walk down because we too old on them right now.
No doubt. I'm going with the hometown team. Jimmy Butler, Miami Heat, Eric Strongsum, all that coaching. I mean, they got dudes all hands on deck, man. They got dudes stepping up. My boy Bayham, all-star, you know, playing defense, man. It's a great team effort. And then you got, don't sleep on Pat Riley. You know, he whispered that.
Hey, he ain't this over there.
Exactly. I mean, hey, it's over. Put a wrap in it.
I ain't have one of them.
But I'm going to Heat, baby.
I didn't have one of them temperature things that JC had.
I done checked it for you.
Okay, but I was gonna check y'all temperature. But actually,
no. What are you saying? Give me your prediction.
No, MB, I gave it to you. I told you in the beginning that I didn't believe in Milwaukee, and that the Heat, they better look out for the Heat to upset them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was on this. No, and I also called the sweep by the Heat that you said was going to Game 7.
Oh no, I don't think it'll be a sweep.
No.
So we're on the same page. We're going with the Heat.
Listen, I'm talking about the game, the series they played before.
Yeah,
the Pacers.
Oh, okay.
What you said about this game though? What about Milwaukee?
That's what I'm saying. See, I think this gonna be I think this the MVP ain't going out like that. It's gonna be Game 7, but I think the Heat gonna win in 7.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so.
How about so that leads us to what's coming up next? The Clippers versus them Nuggets. You know, I know a lot of Clippers out there. If you remember, I said two organizations need to be really afraid. I said Giannis and the Bucks, and I said them Clippers, because everybody picked them to beat us in the Western Conference Final. And I said, listen, if the chips don't go their way, they might be out of there.
So who you got? Who you going for?
Yeah.
With me talking like that, you can tell I'm going with them Nuggets, man. J-Mall, let's go.
You go with the Nuggets?
Let's go. And I'm going to tell you why. It's not even from Jamal Murray. It's from the Joker. The weakest point of the Clippers ball club is they inside. And he's going to expose them. He just dealt with the number one defensive big man in the league and gave him nothing but buckets every night. It's nobody to even guard him with the Clippers. Like, they can't even put nobody on him that's going to mean anything. Y'all go ahead. Have JC.
He said, y'all go ahead.
Go ahead, JC.
I can't. I like the Nuggets, but I don't think they're gonna beat them. Not in the whole series. It's gonna come out. I say what, one game. I say, but I think it'll be a back and forth too. Like you said, they ain't no
7. You saying 7, 4,
yeah,
3?
it's gonna be 7. Yeah, they're gonna do 7. But I know they don't got no inside man, bro. They don't.
None.
Not to guard them though. For real, they don't. So if you double team that big guy, he gonna shoot it out. He gonna pass it out, and that's gonna be over with. Them young guys can shoot over that Denver now.
Cause let me let y'all in on something. They let Joker in 2 of the games, the little mess around games when they came in. They let Joker run the point. He lost like 30 pounds, man. He's slim. He's shooting the 3 ball. Yeah. He bring the ball up the court playing point guard.
No doubt.
And going.
No doubt.
They in trouble, man.
I mean, their offense definitely flow better, so much better when he's running the show, when the ball when he's getting his touches in the ball, because he can pass. He's a great big man passer, you know. And I mean, he's a complete player as a center. He can score inside, he can score outside. You know, he can get it done. But for me, I'm going with the Clippers, man. Because in Kawhi we trust. Kawhi, he's a problem.
Yeah,
he's a problem. Hey, scored on 30. Hey, playoff time. This is the time where this like Bill Parr said, this is why you lift all those weights. That's why you did all that. Hey, this is why Kawhi get paid. It's playoff time. He shows up and show out. And you look at his playoff, he scored 5 consecutive 30 points game. Then just recently, I think the last time it's been done with the glove, Gary Payton, he scored at least 30 points, 5 rebounds, had over 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 5 steals. He's a problem, right? Their major problem is, and other guys have woke up, but this is where Paul George got to step up.
Oh, not another superstar, yours.
He got to step up. But you know what? The thing about the Clippers and Doc Rivers is other guys been stepping up to the plate. Other guys been getting it done. And then, hey, that one dude that you mentioned earlier who's on the sideline that Dame called out, Patrick Beverly, he's coming back. And he's a problem. Yeah. He's the problem. And I
love to agree with you, MB, but the problem is none of them guys have shown that. And you got to look at Dallas. You know, you gotta look at Dallas and say, man, the unicorn don't get thrown out. So we're gonna move on. Lakers and who they gonna play? Houston or OKC. Yeah. And this is my question to y'all, because I'm gonna stay out of this. Y'all already know where I'm gonna go. my question to y'all is, does it matter?
You know what, man? I ain't about to stay you.
So y'all argue about who next.
Hey, for me, hey, obviously the Lakers gonna win no matter who they play out of
Right.
it. Right. But to me, I'd rather see the Lakers versus the Rockets because I know they may sweep OKC. But with the Rockets, right, if you can get Dame 2, I can, like I said last show, I can give the Rockets 2 wins with James Harden and Westbrook because everybody who play the Lakers, they bring their A game and it's playoff, right? And I'm just telling you, if you can give Portland Trailblazers 2 games with Dame, man, I got Westbrook, who's better than Dame.
There you go.
There you go. Who's the best scorer, right, in NBA, right? Those 2, they can at least squeeze out 2 games.
Yeah, now the only thing I can agree with you is James Harden being the best scorer in the NBA. The rest of that you said, I ain't even listening to.
He's the problem. Yeah, Westbrook a problem.
Hey, let's move on to football, man. That NFL, that league thing, the thing that y'all did.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, we got who we got? Jacksonville, man, done traded that DN Yannick, who
County.
You know, Jacksonville, they traded him last year. He was asking for some more cheese, and they had another answer for him, and then they cut Leonard Fournette, man. And so LB, talk about what they've done since the AFC Championship and why are we here right now?
Man, talking about what they done since the 2017 AFC Championship. I mean, they had an opportunity. They still drunk from that game because they had an opportunity. So they had New England down. They should have won that game. And since then, man, they've been blowing this thing up. You know, they cycled through 3 quarterbacks. They played Blake Bortles, from your Orlando area, right?
Yeah, UCL,
right?
baby.
Yeah, they played him some money, picked up his option, and then paid him, and then just to cut him, right? Then they brought my boy Foles, Super Bowl MVP, right? They got him, and then had him for 1 year. Now he's battling for a spot in Chicago Bears. I mean, they made a lot of mistakes. They have blown this thing up. They got rid of my boy Calais Campbell. You know, talked about the moves they just made. They traded Jalen Ramsey. He backed up. He came to camp with the armored truck trying to pay me. And I mean, then they had Tom Coughlin. They resurrected him, got him from the rocking chair to tell him the keys to the vehicle, and then they got rid of him, man. And so right now, I don't know what they're doing. Right now, and then they're saying
his pick Fournette.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got rid of Fournette. Fournette had an all-career high rushing, had good in the backfield, fourth pick in the draft, like you mentioned. I mean, I don't know what they're doing, man. I mean, they trying to get somebody fired. And my boy's down there, my boy Dave Caldwell, he a good friend of mine. He's the general man. I don't know what. They're getting that team ready for somebody else. I don't know. They got 6 picks coming up for in the first 2 rounds next year draft. So, man, I mean, but they still saying a couple like we're going to be competitive, and they got some good young talent. But man, they don't got enough to win it, man. I mean, they're basically reshaping that whole team. At first they had a team built to last, built to win for a few years to come, man. And they got rid of everything, man. They're starting over. Josh Allen, they got some young talent, like I mentioned. But right now, man, they rebuilding, man. They're tanking, basically, in my opinion, to set themselves up to get Lawrence and a package deal and try to get Dabo Swinney. That's what they're doing. That's like what Dolphins did. Right? They're tanking. They get the first pick, right? Get Lawrence, get Dabo. Say, look, we already got your quarterback. Do what Arizona Cardinals did when they hired your boy and got Murray, drafted Murray first round pick. They just trying to follow those game plan, man.
Yeah.
Jump in there, JC.
Hey, I'm with MB all the way on there. They trying to get that first. They trying to get Lawrence and Dabo down there, bro, for real.
No doubt.
So, you can't even call that a rebuilding down there. That's waiting a disaster to happen down there, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it either. Like, they get Foles in there. Foles came play one game and got hurt for the whole season. He
broke his collarbone.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's crazy right now down there in Jacksonville. I wouldn't want hell, they'll sign me up to play now, probably. They need some help, baby. Hey, they're going to be the team to try to put you out the playoff. That's that team going to be now.
So I'm interested in their logic, though. This is an NBA move where you just blow a team up. I mean, MB even used NBA language. He said, blow it up. We don't talk like that in the NFL. We've never seen teams blow it up. This is crazy. And when you look at all the moves that MB just said they made, like, where do you go from here? You got 6 picks, so you got to get 6 picks, right? Yeah. You got to hit on all of them just to compete. And then we know they're rookies. So either way it go, they're going to make big mistakes, which is going to cost you. So you still end up losing. So like you said, heads about to roll there. You know, and it's crazy because who's pushing those buttons to make all this stuff happen? You look at a running back like Leonard Fournette. I think he might be one of the happiest guys right now in the world. Right. Being in a situation where he's probably top 4, top 5 running back in the league. And y'all just
better.
Huh?
Yeah.
What? Yeah, this is crazy.
Man. Yeah, he's getting better, man. He's gotten better. He had the one down year sophomore slump, but then bounced back, man, lost some weight, had a like I say, career high. The only negative about him, man, where they screwed him. Why wait till this so long to cut the dude? Cut me. You know, you could have post a June 1 designate him. They could have cut this dude, man, get this dude an opportunity to sign somewhere. The money's kind of dried up, so now he's gonna have to play for probably minimum or probably a little bit of cheese at best, you know. So I don't know. They really screwed him. They're like, okay, we gotta get you.
Oh yeah, we gotta get you.
And they got him in that regards, but like you say, he's definitely happy and is trying to see where he's going to end up at. Right. You know, I could see him going to Pittsburgh, Steelers, somewhere like that.
That would be nice for him.
I could see something like that. Somebody who's committed on running the ball, man, because he's also improved himself as a receiver in the backfield. I think he had like over 70-something catches last year, stuff like that. So I mean, he's a talent. This guy is an elite athlete. Right, I recruited this dude out of high school. Man, he's an elite athlete with great size. You know, huh?
He was a grown man in the 8th grade.
A grown man, exactly. So somebody, whoever get him, man, is going to get a steal. And I could definitely see him definitely position himself to get paid the following year. But they screwed him. They got him. They had last laugh with him. But I think eventually he's going to have laugh when he get with the right team.
Hey, look, I think AA, Adam got it right. AA, I hear you, baby. The Vancouver Jaguars, baby. He say they setting it up to be sold. So, we finna lose a team down here, man.
Hey, they the main team that try to go to that pipeline to London. So maybe they try to position themselves to go London. So maybe it's the London Jaguars, man.
Or I think the owner is originally from India. So maybe he trying to figure out a way to get them over there. Hey, listen, the Washington football team, man, they back in the limelight at MB. I recall this when we had this conversation. I say, look here, they just opened up the floodgates. They done forced the NFL to get involved, and look what you pull up, MB.
Yeah, no doubt. And you know what? And it was like taxes, baby. It's, you know, the IRS come knocking on that door. But they say you can't cheat death and taxes, right? And that's the thing about it. You know, the NFL, basically with everything is going on, they had to get involved with it. They had to take the lead. It was like, look, we're going to take the lead. We're going to do our own investigation because they can't afford to be wrong on this, man. They cannot be afford to wrong. Hey, when there's smoke, there's fire. And especially with everything that's going on, man, NFL is all about protecting that brand, man, protecting that shield, that logo. Right now, they're trying to get it done. They're trying to get it right. They brought the ball.
You speaking this way when I brought up to you, they're going to investigate. They're going to find some kind of tie with Dan, and he's out of there.
Oh, yeah.
No, I predict. I was saying
they wouldn't do that
out there. I'm saying that they don't have enough evidence right now to say Dan is out. force him.
But that's what I was saying. I told you they were get involved.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't disagree with that. I disagree with the fact that you were saying Dan is out, and I was like, no, it's not enough information. It's hearsay right there. That's what I was talking about.
So I was talking about then he's out after this investigation, which I said would happen. Because now the truth gonna come out because these, everybody that worked for the NFL, we found out in the security department, FBI, CIA, DEA, boy,
everything.
hey, if you had something to do with high level law enforcement, you work for their security department. So I said, they gonna get it out of. The one dude that said, yeah, that tape was made for Dan. Yes, sir, baby. They going straight to him. He the first interview. No doubt. Remember now, the NFL, come on, man. Let's remember what this is about. It's not a criminal case. It's what? Behavior detrimental to the ball club. You know what I'm saying? Your actions are detrimental to what we trying to do with this shield here. So the bar is low. And that's why I said he was gone. Because I think the bar, I'm going to argue your point, MB. There's not going to be very much that comes out that's going to tilt the scale either way. You just going to get more of the same evidence. And so I think enough has been said for the NFL to say, as you would say in your words, bye, Felicia.
Bye,
Nah, you know what? I'm glad like I said, man, I don't think they're gonna find too much. I think already when it came out, when they accused him, the guy said I made the tape, immediately he had a guy who don't even work there anymore, work for a different team, say, nah, we didn't make that tape for him. That was a lie. So right now, it's he say, she say, there's no way unless they got some email trails or something got in his back pocket.
Yeah.
Then they gotta have to have some hard evidence to get him out. That's the only thing that's gonna now. If it's he say, she say, his word against that word, you gotta have some footage. We gotta have some documentation. You gotta have some evidence if you're talking about getting rid of an owner. You just gotta have it.
Yeah, okay. We gonna see, and I think they'll find little stuff, little bits and pieces. But I think everything's gonna be deposition style.
How important the guy that said he had it? That's what it was.
What's that, JC?
I said, how important the guy that said he didn't have the tape. Then that's what it's gonna come down to. Then.
Hey, look, and I'm telling you, because them women done marched around and they found them liable for that. They're saying, who set this culture?
Right.
Around here.
And that Klew right there, you kind of, I don't want to quote you the wrong way, but that's the serious crime, right?
Yeah.
When you talked about sexual harassment and stuff like that, creating a culture like that, that's a serious offense, right? And so basically what he did or allegedly did ties into that, right? Because it's like showing, because initially he was saying I had nothing to do with that, but he was trying to clean it up. Then that's when you seen the hires take place. He's hired a woman and put her in an important position. He hired the first black president, right? Then he had to do damage control with the whole image with the Redskin logo being changed and changing the name. So then now he's where now the fact that he got caught in it. Now, if he get caught in and they find a way to connect him with that sexual harassment, because that's the thing. That's a serious issue, you know?
Well, he's in there, man, and I think they're gonna be able to find that. And Double A say massage parlors don't count for owners. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Hey, in New England, New English baby. Bob Crab let them know what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what happened to Bob with that? Bob got off, huh?
Hold on. Look, sweep it on the rug.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Sweep it on the rug.
They had more evidence. They had Bob on tape.
But if you look at the charges and what he was even facing, even still, it was nothing.
But no, Klew, it was a bigger picture to that because they were trying to tie that into sex trafficking.
Yeah.
And they was trying to tie like those massage parlors. They were saying the workers part of sex trafficking. They was trying to tie them into all of that.
But
that's what Dan Snyder. We used to call what's my man who got OJ off? He's in. You better call Bob. Hey, Bob lawyer. Bob. That's who Dan better call right now.
Johnny Cochran.
Johnny Cochran. But you can't call him. You better call whoever Bob Kraft got to get him off. Because they had video, they had everything on him.
But MB, he would have never.
Got he calling Bob. Hey, give me hey, dude, come on, give me the guy in there. Give me a little.
He wouldn't have ever got tied up with that. The parlay itself, they were looking at them for that. You're exactly right. But the parlor and its ownership, they were going after for sex trafficking. Your boy Bob Kraft is just a John, so his name is John Kraft. Okay, that's what he was, a John.
You went old school. What is Adam talking about? Have you seen the morning show on Apple TV? What is he talking about? Adam, what you talking about, Adam? Well, you went old school with the John. Huh? You went back to the 40s or 50s with the night days, man.
Hey, look, and if New England hosts the trophy up this year, and I ain't getting it to them for real, but let's just say they host it up.
Right.
Hey, they go come up and say, Cam gonna come up and say, this one's for John, and hand it to Bob Kraft. Hey, JC, so the NCAA got started last week, man, and there was some football being played. This week they ready, man, and they ain't your neck in the woods.
Yeah.
You down there with mask on, UAB.
Hey, UAB, look at that, man. Tyler Smith-Lindsay. He played this weekend, so I hope they get a win, man. Huh?
About him. What he play? What he trying to do?
Oh, he play running back. They got him playing like a little scat back, really, because he's a smaller back. He's just fast and quick, like a little rabbit.
Okay.
So they're gonna try to put, I can't tell everything, man. They may be watching, what I'm saying?
hey, I know I'm watching because you say he played for UAB?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you know who UAB play next week. Those Hurricanes, baby.
Yeah.
So I'm watching.
I know
I'm taking notes.
Man, so we got UAB, and then we got what is that? Southern Alabama as well. So hey, and then Southern Missouri. Listen, man, that Alabama football say we'll care nothing about you, huh?
No, they don't care. If it ain't Alabama or Auburn, they don't really care about nobody.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
So I kind of heard something, MB, in the wind, man. Through a source. The Alabama football team is basically living at the stadium. They done quarantined them away from them kids. Because I don't know if y'all saw, but a week ago, maybe last week, earlier in the week, I read an article saying that Alabama had 1,200 cases.
16. It's 1,600, bro. And it was
up to 16.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what now?
The student. My bad. I ain't mean to cut you out.
Go. Tell me.
Go back to you. But then I said to, this was a parent whose child go there, and she said, I say 1,200. So I know them players ain't gonna make it. She say, no, they ain't out there. They at the stadium by themselves. I said, ooh. So go ahead, JC.
They at the field house, baby. They ain't coming out. They got their own bubble. Hey, you can't forget who the head coach is over there. He ain't crazy now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, what happened to being a student athlete though? I thought you was a student athlete.
They got
purely athletic to me.
Hey, they get their work turned in at the field house, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, a playbook.
Yeah, MB, that's what word on the street is. They stand at the football offices, man.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, cause it's so funny because you saw Nick Saban when they was protesting. He was there with the marching and stuff like that, So are you telling me, do any one of y'all know is school in Alabama, or are they students in, right?
Yeah,
or they virtual Are they doing hybrid or what are they doing? Do anybody know for sure? If they're doing a combination?
I know one thing, they partying though, because they showed, hey, look, they showed the video, bro. Like they had somebody like to have a camera on and went in there. The bars was like they wouldn't know how nobody had no mask on.
Right.
They party like rock star, like they don't want the national championship.
So Adam say they open. So how in the world? I know they stand over there,
right.
But how is the world when you go to class if they got hybrid? They must be all virtual.
No, MB, the football is virtual, baby. We doing everything at this stadium.
Exactly. That's the only way.
Hey, look, and they not even opening the town up. Tuscaloosa ain't even open till October.
Oh my God!
When football starts.
Hey, I told you, football in the South, man, is like another religion.
Hey, it is.
They're gonna get a way to get it done, man. Especially when you talk about Nick Saban, Alabama, man. I mean, hey, they write their own rules, you know.
Yeah.
The governor checked with him. Hey, Nick, what restrictions do you want me to put? What is that?
Double A. You cold blooded, Double A.
He cold blooded.
Come on, at their party celebrate. Yeah, we gotta protect the senior saints, man.
Yeah.
You can't be celebrating that.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Why you say they celebrating the death of old people, man? Which means they won't show up to vote. Nah, Adam, they can't do that. I can't. We can't do that.
So, U.S. Open, Coco and Venus, they putting them head to head right out the gate, man.
Right out the gate. They always do that.
But no. When you said no, so Coco, I forgot who Coco lost to. And Venus,
my bad. They got
bounced. They got bounced at the first round. And the thing about it, Venus, man, I mean, I think that's the first time ever she got bounced out the first round at the U.S. Open. And then Coco, obviously, with the success that she had, it was a surprise to see her exit out so quick. She kind of teased us with the success. I thought she was her coming out party based on what happened in the Wimbledon, with that. But I mean, for me, man, I mean, what you think about Klew? I know you got your daughter over there training. Man, is it time for Venus to retire?
We about that tennis life around here. Tennis life around here.
Do you think it's time for Venus to retire at 40 years old?
Come on, we had this same conversation with Venus and Serena, and I said the same thing. I included Venus. You were specifically talking about Serena, but I included Venus. It's time, man. And they are, the sad part is they still a draw, and we looking for them to win, and we haven't done a good enough job of prepping some younger stars like them to come up and fulfill their, fill their places, because they still competing and beating them. But think about it, guys. How good is the NFL gonna be early on? Let's process that. Probably not that good. Like, we gonna see a ton of mistakes, a ton of bad football, blown coverages, busted run plays. But it's the same way with the tennis. Like, they've been off. They haven't been competing. Yeah, they getting a chance to still work out with their hitting coaches and stuff like that, but they're not competing. They're not in their normal groove. So it's gonna take some time.
Well, I think for me, when you talk about, say, like Serena, I think Venus, obviously, she had some health issues a few years ago that I think still kind of knocked her out a little bit. So I think, like Adam just joked around, said she need to move to the senior tour, Yeah. So I think that, but Serena, man, I think with her I think she still got ability, man. She got caught at the altar a few times, left at the altar a few times, meaning she's chasing that 24 to break that record, and she's finished up runner-up bride a few times, runner-up. She was in an opportunity, but just didn't get it done, And I think right now with the U.S. Open, especially with a lot of the top seeds, the national number one player, she's not in it. I think maybe 6 out of the top 10 tennis players not in it. Then just recently today, the number one seed, right, in that tournament got knocked off. So I think Serena, this is a great opportunity for her to finally get that elusive 24th win. And I still think she's got something left in her tank. But Serena's got her because she had that baby, her baby. I mean, she loved the motherhood. Her whole focus is just not on tennis anymore. And so I think she's got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you know, in that regards, you know.
Right. So I'll repeat what I said before. It wouldn't surprise me if she just, hey, I'm done.
Yeah, like, I think when she get this 24, I think once she get this 24, it wouldn't be surprised she pulled a Marshawn Lynch, throw his tennis shoes on the telephone pole and walked away and say, I'm out, you know.
Man. Well, JC, man, we sure appreciate you stopping in with us tonight, man. You got a free invite anytime you want.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Good to see y'all too, brother.
Hey, be safe on that flight, man. I know you around here finna go mess with them up north COVID people, man.
I know. I'm in the house. I'm in the house.
But we appreciate you stopping by. But LB, what you had something to?
Yeah, you know what? I'll be remorse if we get off the show and not just knowledge, man. My man John Thompson, man, Georgetown Warriors legendary coach, passed away this week, man. And man, I mean, had a positive impact not just on college ball, man, basketball, but just being growing up a young black man in America and being able to look to him and see somebody that looked like us as being successful, and with him. Not only like he used his gift or his influence, he just didn't restrict it to the basketball court, but I mean, he tried to make an impact in people's lives around him, you know, and he was a voice for us, you know, I'm talking about us being black African-American in this society. He wasn't afraid to speak his mind, speak the truth in love. And Klew, we talked about this before one of the shows we was doing. We thought about getting him on the show, reaching out to him, because he's a difference maker, man, on and off the court, man, impacting. And man, our prayers go out to his family, man, and to the players or the people that had a privilege to work with him and to know him personally, man. Just man, this week, man, we lost a great man, a great individual.
Wow. Well, I can't say anything better than that, man. We again appreciate you ballers for coming and hollering at us, stopping through. JC, man, appreciate you coming. Jay Gutter. MB and Klew, sideline and baseline, and we are gone.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Get the notifications.
Yes, bro.